Hello, this is Jeff Gaburek, and I'm here to speak to you about experimental music. Experimentally, in an ode to experimental. The idea that art and music were akin to, concerned with, the exploration of metaphoric terras, incognitas, places where Star Trekkers had not gone before. This is what comes to mind when I think of experimental music. That, and how experimental became disparaged as inconclusive, or too open to be substantial, and how very wrong this idea is for me. For it's only the closed-minded world of consumerism and conservatism that forces us into a kind of conformity and the genre and the empty concepts of quality. What I wanted to do in poetry and music was and is to catch up with the actual world. Experimental is not academic. Experimental is radical and can be calm and reassuring as gentle rain in the forest during summer. Or it can be a cyclone disrupting space and time. Experimental music engages chaos and natural forces. Experimental music improvises and invents. Experimental music is clear and propositional. Experimental music involves 1, 2, 3, 4, or more players, orchestras, species, or states of matter even. Experimental music is without precedent quite often and appears to be alien or unruly. But experimental music has a history and great traditions. Shamans were great experimental musicians and artists. The tape music of John Cage and Pauline Oliveros, and the statistical modeling adopted by Xenakis to further dilate and explode serialism into pure sound. The acousmatic works of Pierre-Henri Schaeffer, orchestrating noise and blending energy fields of lysergic acoustic ecology, of deep listening strategies, the advent of field recording devices which allow almost anyone to make musique concrète, or music concrete. Experimental music is you and your life, our life. It belongs not to corporations, nor governments, nor schools, nor cliques, nor elites. In the digital era, or what is called microsound, the aspect of granular synthesis and glitch, one can view ever smaller fractal versions of the cosmos. Experimental space travel in sound. Thanks, Sun Ra. Experimental means to experience. Thank you, tape recorders and dictaphones. Re-listen to experience and enter into the laminal planes of somatic and geological time. The fascination with ancient modes, archaic instruments, ethnic forgery, old school, trap, Africa, polyrhythmia, Indonesia, microtones, aboriginal, experimental. Experiment is dream time, dream incarnate. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and check out some of my other channels, music and statements.